Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys how to make some delicious tostadas de picadillo. In case you guys want to know how to make this super easy and delicious recipe, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alrighty guys, so let's get started with our ingredients. So for this recipe we're going to need 1.5 pounds of ground beef, a half of a small white onion, 4 Roma tomatoes, 2 garlic cloves, a quarter of a cup of tomato paste, 2 small potatoes, 2 to 3 chipotle peppers in adobo sauce, 1 jalapeño pepper, 1 cup of baby carrots, 1 cup of peas, a handful of cilantro, oil, corn tortillas, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 beef bouillon, a half a teaspoon of ground cumin, a half a teaspoon of oregano, a half a teaspoon of black pepper, and a half a teaspoon of thyme. So these are our ingredients. Now let's get started. Alright guys, so first we're going to start by prepping all of our vegetables. We're going to cut half of our onion, half of it we're going to set it to the side, and the other half we're going to dice it. Alright, so once we have our onion, we're going to set it to the side and do the same to our jalapeño. And of course you can remove all the seeds from the jalapeño or just keep them in there. Alright, so once we have our onion and jalapeño, we're just going to set them in a little bowl. And now we're going to chop our carrots. Alright, so for my baby carrot, I'm just going to cut it in half and then cut it in small little cubes, just like that. Alright, so once we have our carrots, now we're going to peel our potatoes. Alright, so now we're going to cut our potato in half. And then cut it long ways in half again. And then again. So until you have 4 strips of potatoes. And now we're just going to cut them into small little cubes. Alright, so now I'm going to transfer my potatoes into a strainer, where I'm going to be covering them with water. Alright, so now we're just going to cover our potatoes so like that they don't change color while we make our sauce. Alright guys, so now to make our sauce, we're going to add our Roma tomatoes into our blender, along with the other half of the onion, 2 garlic cloves, our beef bouillon, our cumin, black pepper, thyme, and oregano, along with our chili powder, our tomato paste, and chile chipotles. And to that we're going to add half a cup of water. So now we're going to blend everything together until we have a very smooth sauce. Alright, so once we have our sauce, now we are ready to make our picadillo. Alright guys, so now in our frying pan, we're going to set it on medium-high heat. We're just going to wait for that to heat up and then we can start throwing everything together. Alright, so once the pan is hot, we're going to throw in our meat. And we're just going to season it with salt. So now just break it down and we're going to cook it for 5 minutes. Alright guys, so after 5 minutes, we're going to add in our onion and jalapeño. We're going to mix it together and let it cook for about 2 minutes. Alright guys, so at this point, you're going to try your meat and see if it needs any salt. For me, this is perfect, so we're going to leave it at that. And now we're going to add our potatoes and carrots. So mix them. And now we're going to reduce the heat to medium-low setting. And at this point, we're going to add in our sauce. Now because we're going to be making tostadas, I don't want my picadillo to be runny. So for me, this is going to be perfect. But if you want your picadillo to be more like a soup consistency, then you're going to add more water. So just mix it all together. Alright, so now we're just going to wait for this to come to a simmer, and then we're going to cover it. Alright, so once it comes to a simmer, we're going to move it one last time. Now we're going to cover it and let that cook for 15 minutes. Alright guys, so after 15 minutes, we're going to add our peas. And let me tell you that it smells delicious. So mix in your peas. And now we're going to add our cilantro as well. Just sprinkle it. And now we're just going to cover it and let that cook for another 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, our picadillo is done. Alright guys, so once our oil is hot, we're going to fry our tortilla for 2 minutes on that side. And make sure that you have it set on medium heat. And just press down so that it doesn't fold on you. Okay, so after 2 minutes, we're going to flip it over and fry that side for another minute or until it's all nice and golden. Alright, so once it's golden on both sides, we're going to remove it from the oil and let it drain on some paper towels or a kitchen towel. So now we're just going to repeat the process until we have reached our desired amount of tostadas that we're making. Alright guys, so once we have our tostada shells all ready, now we are ready to put our tostadas de picadillo together. So first we're going to start with our layer of picadillo. And of course you can add beans on the bottom if you like. These are just perfect, like that. And then I'm going to add cabbage. I'm going to squeeze out some lime juice. I'm going to add some queso fresco. A little bit of green onions. A little bit puts a whole bunch. Some crema fresca. I'm going to add a little drops of chile de árbol because I like spicy. And we're going to top it with some avocado. And now we are ready to enjoy our delicious tostadas de picadillo. Alrighty guys, and now for the best part, the taste test. I am so ready. It smells delicious. I mean, I know it's gonna be delicious, but seriously, it's super delicious. It's not spicy. I think it's just perfect. The combination of the vegetables and the meat is just so delicious, and my kids actually enjoy it, so I hope you guys give it a try. Alrighty guys, and there you have it on how to make some delicious tostadas de picadillo. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and if you recreate this recipe, please don't forget to tag me on any of my social medias. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of our family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, no, no. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel. Tú tienes el piquete, de la forma que tú besas, mami.